like, I'm done. And the gut feeling was, well, here it is. I have all this knowledge, and the people I work for, not this transportation school. The transportation school loves history and their historian.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but CASCOM and ALU had no use for it. So I said, I'm done. I mean, I have climbed that mountain. I have gotten as high. When I say as high, as accumulation of knowledge, I have gotten as high as I can go.
Mm-hmm.
And anything after that, I'm just hanging around. And so I looked at it. It says, all right. Now I was 62. I think I turned 62 by that time, which is the magic year for retiring. So I'm thinking about it. I said, okay, so I'm done. Why do I hang around?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, Araceli wants me to wait until
She'll piece it together.
Yeah.
She
So
likes
anyway.
stuff like this, sir.
So anyway, I said, Araceli wants me to wait until I could draw full Social Security, which for me is 66 in 2 months. Araceli thought it was 65, okay?
Right.
So at that time, it was 4 years out. So I'm gonna, all right, so what's my excuse for hanging around 4 more years, right? And I said, okay, well, I'm writing this history on OIF. And about that time, the Center of Military History, CMH, announced that they're going to write and publish the official history of the war,
Mm-hmm.
the wars, and it's going to be called the Tan books, green books, or
All
the World War
right.
II history. So
All right.
yeah, right, here it is. I'm like, perfect.
Thank
okay,
God for that.
I've got one that's done. The one that covers the that period of 03 to 05. Okay, convoy operations. That one's done. I got 2 others near finished. I said, I can see it. It'd take me 4 years to do this. Not only that, but CMH also said that they'll write the campaign series, but they need the branch historians, the technical historians, to write the technical series. I'm like, okay, there it is. That's my reason to hang around. Well, they've been just dragging the guy they put in charge of it has never written or published a book, and he's in charge of the most ambitious writing and publishing program that CMH has had since the Green Book.
Heck of a time to put him in a starting.
Yeah, I'm going like, and like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. And finally, they're just dragging this out. And I said, guys, I got to get this done because I'm retired in a couple years. So I said, look, here's my prospectus on the one that's already done. 566 pages, right? Manuscripts written.
You wrote that already.
Yeah, and I sent it in to him, and the guy rejected it without reading my manuscript. He's like, well, you're relying too much on oral history. And I went and checked with Ken Finlayson, who's our CASCOM historian, and he used to be the...
Does he know how tainted their reports are?
No, that ain't the position. He has no idea how vague, how little information there is. Officers don't know how to write like they used to, okay? And so I went to Ken, and I said, Ken, you guys were writing in the Army Special Operations Command. You were writing on Veritas. You've written these books and stuff. How much did you have to rely on oral history? Because I said 75% oral history, 25% official records. And because I read this other guy's prospectus, and he had it the opposite. I said, this guy has no idea what he's getting into. I said, you can't write a history today from the documents because they just don't have the information. And Haiti is an example where everything's unclassified. And I said, with all the reports I got, the best thing I could do is write an outline. And Ken came back, he said the same thing. He said, yeah, it's about 70% oral history. And I said, so, okay, that confirms I was right, but this guy just rejected it. And I said, well, if you guys don't want my histories, then I'm done, okay? Now, this is where we get into the religious side of it, or the spiritual side. My friend, who was who started out as a Pentecostal chaplain and then became a charismatic Episcopalian, he taught me something, and when he was the school chaplain when I first got hired, and we just hit it off, and we've been friends ever since. And we talked about that, and it's a conversation you and I have had too, that premonition or that voice in battle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it says, now, and in our discussion, I said, I've come across this in war after war, and here we have a laboratory, a current war. I said, if it is true, then we'll find more examples of it. I'm telling you, the thing I learned was, if there was an ambush, somebody knew it before it was going to happen.
Sure,
Yeah,
they felt it in their gut.
Yeah, it's either a gut feeling or that voice inside your head. But I found out it isn't a rare occurrence. This is a very common occurrence. Just most people don't talk about it. Well, but something else, we talked about how do you use that voice in your daily life, because that voice comes to you when you need it, all right? But as the Lord puts it in your heart, your mind, like, I want you to do this, and the voice usually comes to you, it's like out of the blue. It's something that you could not have thought of. But if it does come across like something rational, like I'm sitting there going like, oh, Iraq. I was looking at the map and I'm trying to connect the dots, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. I remember dropping the map on my lap and I'm going, I got to go over there. Now that's a logical thought, but it was an overwhelming feeling. But it was when
You should have came earlier.
Yeah, I know, I missed you by a week. So actually I tried to get over there. But anyway, at that time, well, everything's about timing.
If you would have came over there in like January, I would have had you out there on January the 30th.
Yeah.
And put a rifle in your hand. I would have put a rifle in your hand.
That would have been good. That would have been good. Well, but see, there is a time and place for everything. And see, it just so happens, Miser's 7th group was going over there, and they were going to sponsor me. And that's what happened. Is Jennifer Campbell, who's the deputy commander. She saw me, nice person. But see, she was the
nice
was the CG's XO. We were friends. She saw me. She says, "Rich, we'd like you to come over and visit us." And I'm like, that to me, I was just thinking that's just Jennifer being nice. I said, "Yeah, okay." And but my chaplain friend told me about confirmation. He says, if you have doubt, someone will come up and give you a message that doesn't mean much to them, but it is a confirmation to that gut feeling you had, right? So I'm sitting there and she says this. I'm like, yeah, okay. Then the next thing I know,
that's our exit right
yeah,
there.
is
I hope we don't get a ticket.
But anyway, it was Miser came up to me. Now, see, Jennifer knew me, but Miser didn't. When he saw me and he comes over, he says, "Rich, we'd like you to come visit." I'm like, "Oh, wow, okay, that's unusual. Who's paying?" He said, "We'll pay for your trip." And I said, "Okay." That's the first obstacle. The next obstacle, as you know, is
It's
my
always
wife.
about the money.
Well, no, yeah, someone's got to pay for the trip.
That's right.
But the second obstacle is my wife. Okay, and I was at a social function in the Gian. You remember Gian? So he had just come back. After you stole his hat. Yeah, he had just come back.
I gave it back. Rich. I gave it back.
We have his helmet. I want to do I've been trying to get the museum.
We should get us together.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a.
And you got my helmet, so he takes.
No. We have your uniform.
Yeah.
We have the picture of you wearing his helmet. We want to have his helmet over your uniform. Okay.
Yeah.
And see if anybody figures it out. Well, anyway.
What would be good is if him and I were together and we switched helmets.
He's cool about it. He is a nice guy.
He doesn't know about the picture, though.
No, but he wouldn't care. He would find it funny. He had a great sense of humor. But anyway, the joke was, so he's at this function. He sees me. He'd just come back. He sees me, and it just hit him. He just comes over to me, and he says, "Rich, what do we got to do to get you over there?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's three confirmations. I'm like, I'm going.
Oh, come on, guy. Come on, guy. Look at this guy right here.
Yeah. So anyway, back to me retiring. So here it is. I'm going like, okay. I got the, I realize I'm done, and then I have the they need to wait.
You got it. You need that confirmation.
Well, and then when
Oh.
yeah, Pepin. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll dry off. Just a little bit of green tea. How to keep the ticks off of it.
Okay. Anyway, so when CMH basically rejects my completed manuscript without reading it, I'm like, well, I got no excuse to hang around. So now why am I hanging around? Okay, that's my second confirmation. And then they eliminate my job. I'm like, oh, that explains it.
It's time to retire.
It's time to go. Yeah, it's if I haven't got the hit, it's time to retire. Now, keep in mind, we recovered 2 positions, and I'm the senior historian, so they have to offer it to me. But at the same time, they offer me that $40K to retire early, and I'm like, yeah, hey, I'm done. Okay?
Rich, life is good for you now, man.
No, it's getting better. But see, the point is,
especially today.
Very good. Right.
Today.
Well, we'll see how the weather is. See what we find,
Look how beautiful
man.
it is out here. We're going to find some stuff today.
Okay, and then I'll go buy the lottery right after that, too. Yeah. Well, we got the crew back. Yeah, that's it.
We'll do some filming today.
Yeah.
So driving down the road here, talking with my good friend Richard Killblane. We're here heading out to Scary Creek Battlefield. First, we're running a little bit late, so let's just go on and own that. Most of it is because of this traffic and just, it's just a crazy day. But we're here. We're down in the area. We've got to go pick up Larry Fyant and Beth Garrigle, who's making the film, and we're going to head out to Scary Creek, and hopefully Terry Lowry will be there. We'll be at the Putnam County Library later today. Got to be there before 5, and it's right up there on the left, Rich, over there is the library, and we'll go in there and do a little bit of filming. They got a lot of really cool stuff in there. They got Larry's book in there.
Well,
so
you have
hopefully
to.
Terry's
He's a local author.
Hopefully he'll be down there. If he's not there, then that's okay. We'll hit it. I don't know how many people will be out there, but Scary Creek, as Rich will tell you later, is a kind of a out of the way, the beginning battle. It's actually the first Confederate land victory of the war. That's what they say.
Well,
it was.
Wait.
Yeah.
The Union drove them away.
Yeah, but
they stopped them, but the Confederates fell back.
They came back then.
Yeah. No, this.
Albert Gallatin Jenkins.
Wait. In the same day.
Yeah.
But they will not. The advance of Cox's brigade basically drives
That's why he's
the
there.
Confederates
He's the historian, man.
out of this valley, because right after that he attacks. He circumvents their camp at Tyler Mountain, and then after that they fall back, and he takes over Charleston.
Here we are, man. Oh, and it's not too late. We'll make it there before 9. Good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Good.
There's Beth. What a
outside.
wonderful person. Just a wonderful person.
Hey, look, she's the one that for 3 years carried on the project that Justin started, and
she's getting ready to check her out, man.
Yeah, she's the one that sold that gun truck video, or that documentary to hey, looky here.
All right, folks, we'll be back.